Now, this in no way is telling you that these events are funny. Of course they're not. But they are funnier than the Greg Opie Hughes Show. Greg Opie Hughes has this podcast on Westwood One. I keep giving him plugs for this thing. Not that it matters.
On what?
On Westwood One.
Oh,
The Westwood One Podcast Network.
Huh.
Yeah, and if you ever go to Westwood One Podcast Network, you can literally, I swear to you, they want you to just submit your podcast, and they'll put it on. Like, that's the criteria.
Is that true?
For getting on Westwood One. Oh, it's true. I defy you to get through 10 minutes of one of his fucking shitty shows. Whether it's the zero content, the zero work he put into fucking putting a daily show on. Oh, daily? Did I say daily? 2 times a week. Woo. For an hour, I guess. Is it an hour? I've never made it that far. I know. No one knows. No one knows when it ends or how it ends. They've never made it that far. It's like in our spaceship. It's the edge of the universe. It goes on forever, so we never really know when it ends.
Yeah, you got to stop at some point.
You got to stop at some point out of utter and sheer disgust and boredom. This is a guy who has no opinion of anything. And that would kind of sound cool if you weren't an idiot. Like if you just have no opinion, you're like, fuck that, man. I ain't got no fucking opinion about it. Well, you got to have a motherfucking opinion. Oh, shit, I shot Marvin in the face. You got, but he's devoid of any type of creative mind to take in information, process it with your own intellect, knowledge, feelings, everything, and then put it out there as your own opinion on something. Incapable of doing it. And that's pretty much what we do here. We grab stuff and we go, hey, how do you feel about that?
And I respond.
And yes, Dave responds. And I retort. Or I respond and Dave retorts.
That's right.
Allow me to retort. And that's called show. Now, Opie plunks down his Mr. Microphone. And then lets other people have a conversation, and then he'll just go, nah, dude! Oh, bravo, dude! Really? Oh, brother man. And that's not lazy? I couldn't imagine anything even resembling professional equipment could sound so shitty. I guess he thought if it sounds shitty, people won't realize how shitty the content is. Is that a thing? Could that be a thing? I think it's a thing. Yesterday he said something like, I defy you to find another show that is as consistently funny as this one. I defy you to find a tweet that is consistently as funny as that tweet. How about that? Because I got to be honest with you, I can think of a lot of fucking shows. Someone staring at our non-working app for an hour is getting more fun and entertainment than watching your fucking show. The challenge is on to find anything that is consistently funnier. How about crib death? I find it hilarious. Well, not hilarious. More hilarious than Opie's show. The thought of brandy new nursery furniture out by your garbage on the curb. Brand spanking new. Because you won't be needing that anymore. 9/11. 9/11. Consistently funnier than Opie's show. Might have heard of 9/11. Thousands killed. People dropping to their deaths from 100 stories up.
That was the same year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a year after Columbine. Would that be?
The hilarity that was Columbine. Or really any school shooting. Even the one up in Connecticut with the little children. Consistently funnier.
there's a website you can go to and see kids tell jokes, like 5-year-olds, and the best one is probably what do you call a 5-year-old with no friends?
What?
A Sandy Hook survivor.
And a kid told that joke?
Kid tells the joke.
Consistently funnier, right there. All right, I got to go to Scott here on the phone because he's found something a little consistently funnier than Opie's show. Scott from Virginia.
This makes 4.
Yeah, I've got something funnier than Opie's podcast, and that would be a train ride to Auschwitz in 1944.
Okay, so you're saying that the Jews in the train, the boxcars, the overheated boxcars, on their way to Auschwitz, the death camp of the Nazis they used to try to execute every Jew in Europe, is funnier than Opie's show.
Yeah, even the shower at the end of the train ride was funnier.
Even the shower. The kicker, the extra content. Well,
Listen to
thank
every
you,
one of
Scott.
those goddamn shows. They're awful. Every one of them. The Nantucket ones he just did are just horrific.
Oh, there once was a show from Nantucket. Within 3 minutes, you'll say, fuck it.
I can think of 3 things that might be funnier.
Oh, okay.
Hannah Gatsby's 3 rapes.
When Hannah Gadsby gets up on stage and discusses her 3, count them, 3 rapes, more guffaws than any time during Opie's show.
Her hat trick of pussy invasion.
Yes. She got the hat trick.
Is what I...
That is, consistently funnier. Chris from Ohio, what is consistently
Hi, guys.
funnier than the Greg Opie show?
Well, I tweeted this to him this morning, and he promptly blocked me. I don't know if it was I said that pancreatic cancer was funnier than his show. Or
Kids dying of cancer. Ryan, what's up, my friend?
Fine.
Well, unfortunately, I have to announce I'm Team Opie.
Oh, well, okay, let us know then. Why?
Your show is way funnier for sure, but that's kind of the problem. Sometimes I listen to the show in public and I have my headphones on, and if I just start laughing out loud, that's kind of a bad thing. So with Opie's show, I listen, and there's no risk that I will laugh out loud and look like a maniac in public. So,
That's true. You can definitely keep your job with Opie Radio.
oh yeah.
So you're saying... I think everyone knows
That's great.
what he's saying. Oh, okay. So as kind of a way to save face in public and not look like a laughing mental patient walking down the street, you enjoy the Greg Opie show because there is nary a chance that you could possibly laugh during it.
That's correct. My brow is furrowed. I look like I'm listening to like a science podcast or something.
All right. Well, thank you. A little different take. Thank you, sir. A little different take. How about Mike in Tennessee? What do you got, my friend? What's the Opie challenge?
The Day the Clown Cried with Jerry Lewis.
The film The Day the Clown Cried with Jerry Lewis, where he's a clown in a concentration camp and has to lead the children into the gas chamber. A hoot compared to the Greg Opie Hughes show. So challenge on.
9/11.
Yeah.
When the planes were hijacked, they were going to actually land safely.
I haven't heard this.
In Havana.
Wow, like a regular hijack.
Yeah, but they started pumping the Opie podcast in the headphones of the hijackers.
Who did that?
And they went, fuck it, we're done.
We're done.
Boom.
That's right.
Wow, so 9/11 could have been avoided if not for the Greg Opie Hughes show going into the headphones.
I had some friends that died in a horrific accident, and
I'm sorry to hear that, Dave.
I found out that actually on the radio happened to be the Greg Opie Hughes podcast.
What a coincidence.
And they all agreed, just drive this right into the wall.
So they chose to hit a wall and kill everyone in the car. That's
correct.
And, of course, the driver himself dying.
Yes.
Instead of having to continue listening to the Greg Opie Hughes program. Challenge on.
Well, there was one survivor, and he shot himself after leaving the hospital.
Just he couldn't get it out of his head.
Right.
So even the thought of the Greg Opie Hughes show will make you kill yourself.
From what I understand.
I'm amazed. Uh-oh, we're not leaving this anytime soon.
Oh, my.
Don! Don, what's up, my friend? You
Gentlemen,
want to
got me?
accept? Hold on. You want to accept the Greg Opie challenge to find anything that is consistently funnier than his program?
Well, it's going to be hard. It's going to really be hard. Hey, Dave, by the way, thanks for the shirt.
Yeah, no problem.
I think, thanks a lot. I think on board the space shuttle, they were listening to Westwood One, and they hit the blow up button.
The blow up button. So the Challenger, you're saying they'd rather hit the self-destruct button and blow themselves in the craft up instead of listening to Greg Opie, which Johnson Space Center was piping into their cabin. Wow.
Exactly.
I'm learning so much about history
I
today.
know.
Who is this, Chrissy?
Yes. Hi, Aunt. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Chrissy.
I'm from Detroit, so
Oh, the
got to
D.
say hello to my bro there.
Hello.
Hope you're enjoying
look,
the same old O&A formula here.
I want to accept the challenge,
Uh-huh.
and I want to say that listening to Hillary Clinton hack into the microphone for hours.
Now, that
consistently
was
funny.
pretty
That's
funny.
legitimately funny.
That was legitimately funny, but maybe as a liberal Hillary supporter, that wouldn't be very funny.
No, it would not.
Watching her almost die at the podium all the time.
I'm getting a text.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
Oh, it's from Tracy Morgan. It says my accident.
His accident. Tracy Morgan's accident. A Walmart truck hitting it. Although he did make as much money as Greg Opie Hughes.
That's true.
As he just
Walmart is going to pay him out for a long
Right.
time.
Yeah. So this guy's accepted the challenge. Watching my dad wither away from pancreatic cancer was funnier than your shit show. So challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I have a challenge. I challenge you to do one show, 1 hour long, where it's you and a couple of topics and nobody else. No calls, no guests, no talking to any staff that's around. You just have to talk into the microphone about a few different topics and disseminate them, form an opinion, give people an idea where they might build on it, influence people with your cunning. I want to see that because I can't. We've taken your challenge of finding something consistently funnier. A few of the callers have too. One more thing, I guess. That family that was murdered in Connecticut, where they burnt the daughters alive after raping them. And the father survived. The father was asked. The father lived. The two daughters and the mother were murdered. The daughters were burnt alive in their beds by these two men after they were raped. The father escaped with horrible injuries, went to a neighbor, was saved, brought to the hospital, and survived, and lives with this image and pain in his head. In a recent interview, he's quoted as saying, "That was the second worst moment in my life. The first was listening to the Greg Opie Hughes show."
Bro, no, really.
Oh, bro!
Oh,
Come on! Ah, Carl! Yuck. Yuck. Fuck you. Fuck you.